Trump's legacy became pure poison for independents. The highly touted red wave in last month's midterm election failed to develop largely because it hit a wall of resistance among independent voters, especially across the key battleground states. And that presents difficult questions for Republicans looking forward to 2024. The GOP's disappointing showing among independents this year marked the third consecutive election in which the party has underperformed with those critical swing voters. Although Donald Trump ran competitively among independents in his first presidential race in 2016, since he took office, the GOP has consistently faced broad opposition among them, especially those who are women or hold four-year college degrees. The GOP's 2022 struggles with independents were especially striking because they came even as most of those voters expressed negative views of both President Joe Biden's job performance and the state of the economy, sentiments that typically cause most swing voters to break for the party out of the White House. To many analysts in both parties, the reluctance of so many independents to support Republican candidates despite such discontent underscores how powerfully the Trump-era GOP has alienated these voters. There's a huge lesson here, which is if you talk like Trump or remind voters of Trump, particularly at a personality level, it's pure poison to independent voters, John Thomas, a GOP consultant, said flatly. It might have been effective in 2016 because voters were looking for something new and a change, but it hasn't been useful since then. For Republicans, the results underscore the electoral risks of the party's continuing refusal to repudiate Trump, even as he is openly associated with two anti-Semites who praised Adolf Hitler, praised the January 6, 2021, U.S. Capitol rioters and publicly called for the termination of the U.S. Constitution to restore himself to power. In the election, fully 66% of independent voters said they had an unfavorable view of the former president, while just 30% viewed him favorably, according to the results of the exit poll conducted by Edison Research for a consortium of media organizations, including CNN. Among female independents, Trump's ratings were even worse, just 23% favorable and 72% unfavorable, according to previously unpublished exit poll results provided by the CNN polling unit. Trump's unfavorable rating hit a comparable 69% among independents with at least a four-year college degree. I have a hard time seeing the Republican Party escaping the grasp of Trump with or without him on the ballot anytime soon, says Tom Bonier, Chief Executive Officer of TargetSmart, a Democratic data and voter targeting firm. The results among independents also contained plenty of warnings for Democrats. The exit poll found that Biden's image among them was only slightly more favorable than Trump's, with 37% viewing the president favorably and 60% unfavorably, and that nearly three-fourths of independent voters, including virtually identical numbers of men and women, said they did not want him to run again in 2024. In a post-election survey conducted by Way to Win, a liberal group that works primarily with candidates and organizations focused on voters of color, roughly 4/5 of independents across the battleground states said they couldn't identify anything the Biden administration has done that has directly improved their lives. Most importantly, the exit poll showed Democrats winning independents in the national vote for the House of Representatives only by a narrow 49% to 47% margin. That was a significantly smaller advantage than the double-digit lead among independents Democrats enjoyed in both the 2020 presidential race and the 2018 contest for the House. These results weren't necessarily an endorsement of Democrats, says Democratic pollster Matt Hogan. But they disliked Republicans and viewed them as even more extreme. Still, the magnitude of the Democratic advantage among independents was probably less revealing than the fact that the party carried them at all, especially in a period of such economic unease. The party controlling the White House has not won independents in the national vote for the House in any midterm election since at least 1982, according to exit polls. While Republicans held the presidency, Democrats won independent voters by double digits in House elections in the midterms of 2018, 2006, and 1986, according to exit polls. While Democrats held the presidency, Republicans won independents by double digits in House elections in the midterms of 2014, 2010, and 1994. In each of the past two midterms, the party out of the White House, Democrats in 2018 and Republicans in 2014, won independents by a resounding 12 percentage points, the exit polls found. The GOP's severe underperformance of that standard allowed Democrats to finish unexpectedly well last month, even though Republican voters, extending the usual midterm pattern for the party out of the White House, participated in larger numbers than Democrats. In the key statewide races this year, the Democratic advantage among independents was often much more pronounced than their slim lead in the national House vote. Democratic candidates, the exit polls found, won independents by double-digit margins in the Senate races in Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and New Hampshire, narrowly ran ahead with them in North Carolina, and essentially split them evenly in Nevada, Ohio, and Wisconsin. Raphael Warnock holding a commanding lead among independents over Republican Herschel Walker. Winning Democratic candidates also posted gaping double-digit advantages among independents in the Michigan and Pennsylvania governor races and solid leads of 6 to 7 percentage points in Arizona and Wisconsin. Republican governors. Ron DeSantis in Florida and Mike DeWine in Ohio, two increasingly solid red states, were the only statewide GOP candidates to win independents by a comfortable margin, according to the exit polls. Jennifer Fernandez Ancona, Vice President and Chief Strategy Officer for Way to Win, says concerns about the Trump-era GOP's commitment to basic rights, including abortion rights, and to democracy itself offset the usual tendency among independents to check the party holding the White House. I think that the combination of the threats to democracy, the threats to freedom was a powerful antidote to that usual pattern, she said. Hogan was part of a bipartisan team, along with Tony Fabrizio, Trump's lead pollster in 2020, that polled during the election for the AARP, the giant seniors lobby. In a post-election survey of the 63 most competitive House districts, that pollster team also found that Democrats narrowly carried independent voters. Like Ancona, Hogan says the key to that result was that as many independents in these districts said abortion rights and threats to democracy were the most important issues in their vote, as cited inflation and the economy, a result that surprised him. Though many independents were negative on Biden's job performance and pessimistic about the economy, he notes, they remained unwilling to entrust power to a Republican Party reshaped in Trump's image.